tell the crowd what you think, guys. Look how cool this is. Oh, there's Miss Luna. Hi. How are you?
You look so cute.
You're so cute.
I love your outfit.
Thank you. I love yours.
Thanks.
Valentine's Day vibes.
Valentine's Day.
Lacey and I thought this would be a great way to start our morning. We are down here at the Shop Club in Dallas, and they are a 5,500 square foot warehouse of secure storage for private members. They host events every month, but this was their Valentine's Day event, and this is the event that happens the weekend after Valentine's Day. So it's just a chance to get to see the girls and hang out. They have tons of stuff here, not just an amazing showroom. They have an exclusive private members lounge, which is where we were on that balcony, just kind of getting the great views. They have in-house wash bays, detailing services. Obviously they have valet for any storage that you put there, but this is just a chance to kind of walk around and view the Shop Club in Dallas. I didn't even know this was here, and I certainly don't know a whole lot about cars just yet, so I'm actually getting the chance to learn as I go. Thanks, Valerie. Shout out Stacy and shout out Kayla for walking us around and giving this a wonderful tour. So I'm just a little kid in Candyland right now because I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm just happy to be here. But yeah, this place is amazing. Go check it out sometime. The Shop Club in Dallas, y'all. And Lacey and I got the opportunity to walk around. It was crazy. Look at the seats.
Oh my god. So cute.
Doesn't it just scream beach day in Cali?
We need it. Oh my gosh, I love it. There's some awesome cars here. There's like one of everything that you want. It matches your Red Bull kit.
Perfectly.
I love it. She said there's a whole Top Gear episode on this.
Technically, it's Grand Tour, but it was either Hammond or Jay. Yes.
Is that like, is it called The Thing or something? What is that?
James May. Yeah. Somebody drove up and it was the funniest moment on that whole episode. I remember it so well. And he was driving it down the highway, remember? Doing like 40 and getting passed by semi-trucks.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I feel like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
This thing is tiny. So cute.
They made it look small on the show, but yeah, this is one.
Yeah, so we just hire but I did see you. Watch your video that you said that was still good you bought too.
Yeah. I love. This is so cool. Wash bay.
Oh yeah.
Service over here.
One of those too. We're both the guys Trans Am and then he's got Continental yacht. It's a little older than that. I think it's that's 50s. That one's like 60s.
So we're about halfway through, and there's still more to see. There's probably like one of anything you could imagine in here. This is crazy. It's like a little hidden gem in the middle of Dallas.
Okay, so we are about halfway through. I have found multiple K5 blazers that I definitely want, to be honest. I don't know why. I never knew I had a love for K5 blazers until I saw a minty one in here. So
Look.
They're sweet. Look at a Econoline van. I freaking love it.
Oh my god. I think we could spend a whole day in here and still not get to see every detail shot that we want to see. This is amazing. I love this color.
So freaking cool. This is what I need.
The
Lifted and everything.
Isn't this amazing?
I love this.
I'm obsessed. You can just take your house
road trip in Lacy.
Right? Yes.
So we want to go back into the showroom that we were in before. I missed a couple of things, and I know Lacy did too. We can't miss anything. We
Taking over the vlog. I needed it.
and their little Land Rover. I always wanted one of these in high school.
We're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That thing's massive.
Instead, I got a Nissan Xterra. So that wasn't fun.
I had a
Couldn't get the Land Rover.
a Geo Tracker.
Geo Tracker?
Geo Tracker was my first car. Cute
Really?
little, yeah, it was pink too.
We were talking
And
about
it
it.
had like death wobble going over like
Oh my
35. I couldn't drive it on the highway.
I'm gonna hand it back to Lacy. These little POVs of the cars, you have to get that post details.
I gotta. Oh, I think the sun is come out a little bit. Watch your step. The sun. What's up?
What's your name? What's your name?
What'd you think?
That was beyond like words. It was
So
so
cool.
amazing. I don't know what half of this stuff is,
Neither.
but I'm just happy to be here. It was probably one of the coolest showrooms, like members only into the showrooms. Tours that I think I've ever.
For sure. And the
Yeah.
speakeasy thing, it's like in the bookcase,
It just kept getting cooler. I thought they were done
right?
showing us cool stuff, and then we would turn the corner and there was the next thing, and I was like, "There's no way it keeps going."
I feel like we need to be members.
I mean, Texas is growing on me.
I'm just
Or
saying.
bring one to Tennessee.
Transmarrow. Oh.
Hey guys, it is part 2 to our day today. So we are on our way over to the shop, and it is the Lacey Blair's shop. I'm so excited. Hopefully we're gonna get a little powder coating done today, and obviously I have to bring her some Red Bulls. It's already been kind of a long day so far, but yeah, part 2. Alright y'all, so what are we doing today? You saw the morning portion where me and Lacy went to the Valentine's Day event, and this afternoon we're going to a shop. We're going to do a little shop tour, and the rest is a complete surprise for me. So we're on our way right now. Alright, I just want to say this also.
Hold on, sorry. I hit the thing. Go ahead.
Alright, I just want to say this also. Texas is a big state. I've probably done my most fuel stops ever on a trip in Texas. So everything's just so far apart, and we're driving like 90 miles per hour everywhere we go. So, real quick fuel stop. I'm gonna grab some Red Bulls and we'll be done at the shop. Since it's a day with Lacey Blair, we had to bring Red Bull, right? Do you think this is enough? No, actually, one is for me, and the rest are just for her to try, so we can figure out which is actually her favorite kind later for a TikTok. But yeah, I think the store thought I was crazy buying this many Red Bulls at once. So, day with Lacey Blair and Red Bull. Guys, can you guess where we made it to? Never got to see the Dolph truck in person. I missed it at all the shows. I didn't start going to shows by the time it was at shows. So now's my chance. I have to admire it. It is probably one of my favorite builds she's ever done. So how do you even talk about this? Elevate lift on it and a wrap from Atlanta Custom Wraps. If you guys don't know, it is the Dolph wrap. They're numbered, they're specialized. Again, I never got to see this truck. And it was right in my like Dolph era of just discovering Dolph. And then she came out with this truck and I didn't get to see it in person. So this is my chance, and it's just so well done. I walked in the door and immediately my jaw dropped. She's got her little custom logo on the front instead of the Ford, if that's not goals, guys. Obviously you can see what number it was done from Atlanta Custom Wraps. And on this side, she's got the massive JTX wheel setup, powder coated, the classic orange color for Dolph. It just doesn't get any better than this. Then the details down the Elevate lift are just immaculate. Like, what?
I've only got to see a few Elevate lifts actually in person at shows, so to get to see one up close again. Fox shock setup, love. Smoked out taillights. She is a platinum Super Duty. I mean, guys, it just doesn't get any better than this. So, Lacy's setting the standard high. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a shop, but if I did in the future, it certainly wouldn't have a truck this cool. All right, guys, you know that we just got back from the Valentine's Day event. Lacy had to go and change because we have some stuff this afternoon that we need to do. I have no idea what we're going to get into. Lacy's kept it a pure surprise for me. So we're down here at the shop in just a sec. She'll be here. Guys, so Lacy finally made it down here. We're out at her shop and she's gonna give us a little tour of the grounds. So I can't wait to figure out, I have no idea what we're doing today. And she's kept it a complete surprise for me.
Was it okay?
We're walking.
A few less builds than there normally is, but here's some of the babies. I'll close this because it's cold. You know, we can't let the heat out. Why is it cold in Texas? You brought the weather with you.
I can't help it. Tennessee is just a different animal in the winter, and I thought Texas was gonna play nice.
I thought it was too.
We were completely wrong.
Yeah.
So it's freezing down here in
You
Texas.
caught us on a bad day today.
Yeah.
Or we would take the Impala for a little cruise, but we can't today.
30-something degrees and raining is not my friend.
So we've got a lot of blower motors in here, as you can see. So these three are actually Australians' cars. So it's summer over there right now, which is crazy. But if you don't think about it being on like the other side of the world, right?
We could be there.
Yeah, we could be there right now.
We could be there.
Instead we're here. That's what I think we should do. Stay here during the summer, then go over there for the winter. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, Christmas in Australia. I'm ready for it.
But
So
that's what they've done. So it's their season over there right now. So obviously they're not driving these cars, but they're keeping them here until our season starts back up in April. They should be back over here.
oh dang, that's gonna be cool.
So these are like some of the like Australia's baddest burnout cars. They're like championship cars, which is pretty wild for them to be in my shop in the middle of Texas. But
If I'm correct, one of them was rebuilt, right?
yes, actually, was it this one? Yes, they had to put a whole new engine in this one. He had it shipped over from Australia, literally got it off of the trailer, the first skid, and he grenaded the motor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's completely rebuilt. And then the other ones have had like some normal,
Yeah.
you know, wear and tear on them happen while they were over here.
I'm pretty sure this
Yeah.
one made your highlight for SEMA, right? That's where I saw it for the
yes,
first time.
Yes. And it had the pink smoke, I think, at SEMA.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
guys gotta
this
go
thing
check that
gets
video out because
down.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
So
All of these get down. It's so
coming out, are they gonna be a part of the Burnout Wars or
yes.
okay.
So I think their first event will be, I think, Texas LS Fest. They're all going to come back.
Okay.
So then that way they can pick the cars up here and then go right to Texas Motorplex, just like an hour away.
Yeah. Well, you have just like the baddest collection
I
just
know,
chilling in
right?
your garage
I
all
know.
winter.
I'm
This
like,
is insane.
it's a little hidden gem, hidden
Yeah.
secret over here.
That's
Super
crazy. I have not got to see any of the Burnout Wars yet in person. I'm hoping to catch them this next year. I don't know. I gotta get the schedule from Lacy, but we'll see if they align. I want to see it for the first time because I've heard it's a
So
badass
fun.
event.
Well, you had fun at Fitzgerald performance event
Of course.
with the Burnout.
Yeah.
So she's gonna have fun. She'll love Burnout Wars.
FB is my backyard. That's just a bunch of rednecks
It
getting
is
together.
so, but that's what makes it so fun, though.
Yeah. It's just the backwoodsy people and the back home builds. I think that's what makes everything so great about FB is you finally get to see all the trucks that are not typically like SEMA style. They're just
sure.
at home builds. And I love them so much
That's
because
my favorite.
that's where I started.
Yeah,
Like-
absolutely. Like this back here, this gets kind of boring every now and then, but you get a bunch of
So
rednecks out there beating on a third gen. I love it.
So we talked about the Dolph truck a little bit earlier. I mean, it's just not even, like, come stand next to it. Like,
Yeah,
the
like,
size
how tall are
comparison.
It's wild.
This is
Massive
insane.
44s.
Can you show us how you get up into this thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, well, actually, we're about to put new batteries in it for Lacy. It might be dead. Oh, the batteries are dead, so the steps don't come down. So this is really hard. So normally I can at least put one foot here. What we're gonna do here.
Okay.
Pray the door panel doesn't fall off. We're gonna do a foot here, and then we're gonna it's really hard without the step. Okay.
Okay. I'm still kind of impressed.
And then the getting down is really scary.
At least it's a straight shot down, though.
You want to try?
No.
Yeah, I think you should.
No. No, you made that look so graceful. We don't need another demonstration.
I'm like, sometimes I put my finger in this little hook thing, but I don't know how trustworthy that is. My ankles are getting too old for this.
I guess when you start getting trucks like this big, it does really become like a technical difficulty to really get in them.
It really does. I'm not gonna lie, I'm literally getting too old for a truck this big.
Would you ever do bigger?
No.
Okay.
Not unless it was like a mud truck. But this is
Yeah.
almost inconvenient to drive. Well, it is inconvenient to drive, I'm admitting. It's a little overkill.
Are they street legal here in Texas? Debatable?
You're supposed to have mud flaps.
That's it.
So if you have mud flaps extended out to like here, which they do make them,
Okay.
then you're good. They don't have like a bumper height or anything.
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge anyways, but
So
mud
like
flaps is what they really care about.
in Tennessee, it's all about bumper height because of the headlights.
Yeah.
So now down in Texas, I mean, literally everything is bigger in Texas. And clearly, this could ride down the road. In Tennessee, I don't think so.
They wouldn't let it?
No, we might, get in a lot
Might
of
you guys
trouble.
do it anyways?
Maybe. Maybe. Debatable. You might see more of that at like Smoky Mountain Truck Fest and Rod Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they just don't care.
I do want to talk about the project behind us though.
Yes.
So
Can we
I've
do
been
that
keeping
now?
an eye on this truck since she kind of came out with a little pink wrap on it. And it's
She's seen better days.
yeah. What
She's
happened?
a steady walk right now. Actually, Mr. Brian behind the camera knows exactly where this little boo-boo specifically came from. I don't know if you saw that at SEMA.
Well, I'm learning about it right now. So
Your girl was, oh, I love your nails. Look at us twins. Well, your girl was out there just having the time of her life.
obviously,
You know, just whipping in a circle. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm owning this. Couldn't see nothing. Nothing. Just smoke right in front of me. Fully confident that I'm in the middle of the pad. Nope, smoked a wall. Going like, I don't know, probably like at least 90 miles an hour wheel speed, like going fast.
Oh. Well, so because of the damage that unfortunately she's taken over the past season?
Yeah.
Just a season.
Just a season.
Okay, just a
unfortunately.
season.
Roast me in the comments if you have to.
She's not survived, so what is the plan?
So, I have another truck. I don't know if you guys saw bits and pieces of it outside.
I haven't taken a peek yet.
So it's another first gen. It's a D150.
Okay.
It's not starting out as clean as this one is, but I'm gonna do some body work on it. I'm actually gonna paint it. I was gonna wrap it,
Okay.
but it needs a ton of prep work.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, and side note, everyone's like, well, if you're just gonna do this, why would you make it nice, right? But it's like, hopefully I'm not gonna do this, for one. But for two, I'm kind of wanting to be, you know, more like those nice Australian cars behind me where they do it on a professional level, where they have really nice vehicles, but they also like thrash on them and, you know.
We're
it's
just
more
gonna
like
call this the practice.
the practice run.
Yeah, this was the practice run, and now that you have it down,
Yeah.
the next one's
Not
gonna
gonna-
stay super clean.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
We're
that's the
speaking it
issue.
into existence.
So everything is quite literally gonna get torn out of this.
Yes. So all of the damage on it, honestly, from like here, it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
You would think maybe, you know, replace a couple panels, but like none of the doors open anymore, really. Well, this one just doesn't close. The frame is bent.
Oh,
There's
God.
snacks in there and stuff. She's seen better days, but yeah, so
The mini pretzels are where it's
yeah,
at
like
though.
the cab and everything. Would you like a snack? Some stale pretzels. So we're gonna take, you know, of course the transmission and everything will go in the other truck. So we'll have the shifter, the Holly dash, the steering wheel, pretty much everything.
The seeds.
The seats, of course, yeah. Into that other truck, and then the Texas Speed 408, the LS, the BDS blower, and then yeah, I kind of just have gotten it to where the engine's almost ready to come out. I've got a little bit more to do, just like disconnecting some lines and like
Yeah.
radiator hoses and stuff.
I've been seeing you've been doing a lot of this work
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to get it to where down to where I don't need help, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then I can just have someone help me pull the engine out.
Yeah.
well, you've made pretty like good headway. I see some parts laying around, and like there's clearly obvious space in here, so she's coming along just fine. Is she gonna be ready for? When is she gonna make her video?
So our first event, April 4th through 6th, I think is our first Burnout Wars. So the bad thing is I'm gonna be traveling all the way up until like this 3rd week in March. So then I'll have 2 weeks.
Okay, but you're gonna get it done.
I'm gonna get it done.
You're gonna get it done. There's no doubt in my mind she's gonna get it done, guys.
I've got like some of the cosmetic stuff on the inside. I painted it because it was all blue. So I painted it all black. I've been trying to do the dang bed liner in the cab floor and the bed, but it's been raining here and cold, how it's not supposed to be in Texas. And I even thought we could do that together today. I'm like, we're going to just be some shop girls. We're going to get to doing us a bed liner, but no, it's raining, so we can't do that.
I don't know what's going on with this weather. But, I mean, hey,
we're making progress.
2 weeks, she'll somehow get it. You'll get it all done.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
excited.
the fun part.
Yeah, we won't talk about the color that it's going to be painted.
It's going to be pink.
Oh, you really?
Yes.
Same paint? Different paint?
Different pink.
Different paint.
It's going to be a paint. A really pretty pink paint.
Okay. I'm excited.
I'll show you. But it can be a secret for them.
You guys will find out hopefully in April. We'll see.
I'm telling all the secrets. Why not? You heard it here first.
I think that's pretty cool though.
What else? Yeah.
What a life she's lived.
Right?
Like,
yeah, so we already swapped, well, I didn't. Ethan, that is next door, so of course we only have limited time, but he swapped over this door looks really bad. He swapped over the suspension already, so as you can see, it sits up a lot taller than it did. And the lower suspension and the cowl tracks and everything is already on the other one.
well, I didn't get to see, but maybe just one show at FP.
Rip. That was a good one, though.
Yeah, it was a great one.
That was a good one.
So it was probably one of my favorite burnouts of the entire day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had fun with that.
Yeah. I was like, I ran over, I was like, oh, Lacy.
Yes.
Hi. She's
Was
about
that the
to
first
go.
time we met in person?
I think so.
I think so. Yes.
To be 100% honest, I've never done a burnout in my entire life. Yeah.
I wish I had something running that I could teach
No.
you real quick.
One of my
we
friends
could
tried
do
to let
one
me.
in your truck.
We tried. I even went back inside and like got a little bucket of water. I was like,
Yeah.
this will help it
I wonder how
spin.
you turn the traction control off in those fifth gens. That's the main.
I don't know. It is a perfect
That's the
rainy
main
day.
issue. You have to drive it home.
Yeah, 15 hours.
And it is a Dodge transmission.
That's not been tuned or rebuilt.
Well, maybe you just do a little chirp. Maybe just break them loose a little.
I think it would be pretty cool. We'll see what we're gonna do later today. I don't
We'll
know.
see.
The roads are perfectly slick for
We
it
do
though.
have a pad over at the powder coat shop.
Maybe. You're gonna have to ignore how dirty she is inside.
You saw my truck the other day when you got in.
No.
You don't want to see it in the inside of any of what I got. Well, you saw back there.
That's
That
shop.
doesn't count.
That doesn't count as like dirtiness. It's just shop. Okay, I have been literally dying to see this.
What do you think in person?
I'm speechless. Like, how do you even get this much detail into a build?
Man, I don't know.
When I saw the photos, I was like, oh my god. And then now I get to see it in person, and I'm still like, oh my god.
Yeah, Zach likes to take things to the next level. She's a little dirty right now, but
He was not messing around.
yeah, it was never supposed to be like this. It was just like, okay, it was already painted. One of our painter friends had it, just sitting in a shop, completely gutted, like no interior. Of course, it was just like bare metal on the inside, nothing in the engine bay. And he was always going to build it, but never did. So that kind of saved it from him.
Okay.
And it was supposed to just be a simple little build, and then somehow it turned
So,
into this.
did Zach come up with Sexy Red? Or-
Yes, he
Zach,
did.
Okay.
And he liked Sexy Red the rapper, and then just kind of,
It
Kinda worked
fits
out.
super well. I mean, because, like,
perfect, right?
it's just sexy. Yeah.
Sexy Red. It
This
smells
is-
a little different than hers, so we don't get sued.
Copyright material?
Yes.
Shot at Sexy Red? Alright, y'all, we have had a fun time touring the shop. I've got to see so many cool things that I've been dying to see for so long now. But where's our next stop?
Well, let's head to the powder coat shop. You think we can get Ashton powder coat and a little something something?
I'm excited.
Maybe we play Will It Powder Coat.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
I've actually never done it personally, but I think we grab something that you have here,
Okay.
and then something totally random,
Oh god.
and we powder coat it.
Okay.
Maybe like a rubber boot or something. I don't know. Anything. We'll find something. A Red Bull can.
That would be cool.
That
I
would
brought
be
the
cool.
perfect thing though to try.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if, I don't know. We're gonna try. But onto the powder coat shop, y'all.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all, we made it to the third and final stop, and we are over here at the powder coating shop. So I have brought a hitch with me. We're gonna see what actually powder coats, not just the hitch, but a couple more random items. I picked out a color from Prism that I've already used before. It's called Pearl Diamond. That's what it is. And it perfectly matches the white pearl color that the 5Gs come in. I've decided that all of my trucks are gonna be this white pearl from the 5G, so I mean, of course it makes sense to match all of my hitches as well. So I brought down technically it's a crane shackle, and it's quite a heavy weight rate. We'll show you the back of my shackle that I already have done on the 5G, and this one is for the 2G. So when it's done, I am a fan of drop down hitches sometimes, but I will tell you this, I love something a little bit different. You don't really see it a lot, and it just was my own unique way of making the truck my own. So, can't wait for you guys to see. We're waiting for Lacy to get here. She had to stop and grab a couple of things. And yeah, let's go powder coat.
All right, we're at the powder coat shop. We're gonna have Ashton doing a little powder coating today. She brought this hitch with her. It's already mostly prepped. Normally we might sandblast this a little bit more, but it is pouring rain outside, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna work with what we have. And we've got the color she uses here, which is Diamond Pearl by Prismatic Powders. And then we're gonna do just a regular clear on top of this. So this can be her first time powder coating. This is honestly a pretty easy part. There's no like, you know, honestly though, it could prove us wrong because you never know with powder coating. Sometimes unexpected happens and you always gotta expect the unexpected. But theoretically, this should be a pretty easy part to powder coat. And then this is a solid tone color, so this should be fairly easy to spray too. So let's get into it.
In all honesty though, I really actually have never done this. So we're gonna be like teaching from step 1 to step finish because I don't know what I'm doing.
You got this.
Yeah. This is my second crane shackle. The first time I ever had one powder coated, it didn't work out so well. I ended up having to like literally hand sand it and have it painted like 24 hours before a show, and we were trying to figure out if it was going to cure in time. So that one's still technically painted, and this one we're going to try powder coat one more time. Yeah. I mean, otherwise I'll be hand sanding again.
Otherwise, in the stripper it goes.
So let's go hang it up, and yeah, it's actually pretty heavy though. So let's go hang it up. put the crane shackle in the oven, and because it's Lacey Blair herself, what are we powder coating next?
We are going to powder coat a Red Bull can. I've never done that.
I don't know how this is going to work.
It is metal, so it will powder coat. It's like our little own game of will it powder coat.
I don't know. I feel like it only befits you to just...
Right?
Yeah. So
I agree.
She's picking the color for this one. I obviously do my
Right,
traditional...
you get to pick it?
Yeah, you get to pick
Oh
it.
yeah, I know what I'm picking.
Okay. We're going to grab our Red Bull can, set it up, and see if it'll powder coat.
Heck yeah. Alright, so since this is just the first coat and we are doing clear, we're going to do a partial cure on this. So full cure typically is like 45 minutes, but this is pretty thick metal, so it might be like closer to an hour. So right now we're partially curing for about 20 minutes, maybe longer because it's been about 15. I just took a look at it and it's not, if you guys want to take a gander, it's not quite gelled out yet is what we call it. So it still has that powdery finish. So it might be a little bit longer than some of the like thinner metals we're used to working with. But once we get it partially cured, let it cool off, then we're gonna apply the clear and we'll do a full cure. Alright, so Ashton said I could pick the color. So I went with Dazzling Pink, only because I didn't have Quirky Pink, which is my favorite.
Really?
But this is a sparkly, transparent candy pink.
Okay.
So you should be able to see like some of the colors through it. I think it'll look cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to match all of our nails.
Yes!
Yeah.
Valentine's vibes.
Yeah.
You'll love it. Alright, so we're not doing any kind of prep work on this thing. Of course, if we were going to powder coat for real, we'd sandblast it. We'd probably get the Red Bull residue off, but we're just letting it rock. We're going to powder coat it just like this.
Freshly bought, freshly drank.
Freshly drank, freshly chugged, I think.
Yeah, freshly ready to be powder coated.
Let's do it!
We're gonna let that cook for a little while, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes, like an hour. An hour, and to check on it. Yeah.
I'm excited. It's looking good. You did great.
So far, so good. We've been lucky.
Yes.
Like, lucky.
Luck and talent, baby. Let's go.
All right. See you guys in an hour.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. We are back, and we finally pulled them out of the oven. They're looking like immaculate.
It turned out so good.
I don't know what type of luck that we were able to conjure today.
It was some good luck.
Yeah, but it literally turned out perfect. So I'm excited. We're gonna get some up close shot for you guys to actually see.
Good job.
High five. My first time ever powder coating.
Love it.
Thank God.
You killed it.
Thank God it turned out okay. All right, y'all. It's been an amazing day here with Lacey Blair. She has shown me literally everything in the entire world, like the car collection, tour of her shop, and then we got to do some powder coating. I mean, like,
So fun.
the day just doesn't get any better than that.
And then we've got LST after this.
Yeah, so in a couple of days, we'll actually be back together. You're going to see our my next video for LST, and it's my first time ever at LST.
You're going to love it. Besides, it might be a little cold. It's going to be a good show.
Okay, I don't know why we brought the weather from Tennessee all the way down to Texas with us, but...
Take it back.
So, LST, a chilly LST, but we're still going to have a lot of fun down there. I'm super excited. We don't get many lowriders in, like, the South competitions near Tennessee.
That's true.
So there's a huge collection supposed to come into LST for lowriders.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, you hear that, Zach? You might have some competition.
I'm
A
excited.
bunch of lowriders coming to OST.
Yeah, lowrider trucks. There's some of my favorites.
A lot of mini trucks.
Yes.
I love those, yeah.
Yes. I'm excited. I'll be in the American Force booth. I am going to stop by Lacey Blair's booth. Of course, I need another hat after all this powder coating. Be sure if you're going to be there, stop by, say hi. Yeah. We'll see you guys around the show, okay?
We'll see you there.